What's happening, my beautiful people? My name is Mike LaBelle, and welcome back to another episode of Closing Bell. In fact, this is a milestone, episode number 10. We have a good friend of mine, a special guest that's going to be joining us later on, Buck from BuckArmy. You might have seen him on the live streams, the YouTube content, the back and forth, quality FIFA entertainment. But we're also going to discuss Summer Heat, and we've got a lot to get into with the forecast and players that are going to change your squad. Franchise players. Let's get into the action. For the FIFA forecast, it's simple. The answer is yes. Pick up everything from Summer Heat. When in doubt, complete the SBC, knock out whatever the objective is. Almost everything I've seen up to when this video is being recorded has came in at an affordable price point. Maybe a couple exceptions with Belle or Ribery, but I'm looking. New drops, new iterations as of today because they feel like they're coming out daily. We got Bernardo Silva. We got Wijnaldum, Origi. Get both of those guys 100%. Great price points. I think Wijnaldum's about 110,000 coins. And Origi is maybe 80, 70, 80,000. We're talking about 94 overall, 93 overall. Coleman just announced today. Jerome, oh my goodness, overpowered from his early iteration to the foot miss. And now with the Summer Heat, this is a must knockout, and you can do it from grinding the game. The FIFA forecast is simple. Like I said, you're going to sweat. We're going to sweat. Pick up every item you can get from Summer Heat. Main editorial. And for this, I'm going to need some assistance. Are you over there, Buck? Are you still with us?
Dude, I'm here. I haven't done a collab in months, and I have like the biggest pimple on my nose right now, so we could have not chose like literally a better time for this at all.
Today, we are talking about franchise players. So if you were starting your own ultimate team, which we've all done at some point at very early stages of the year, who would be your one selection from kind of your bread and butter position? So we're going to look at goalkeepers, we're going to talk defenders, midfielders, attacking players, and we're going to see if we agree, if we disagree. And I feel like we should start with the most debatable, the goalkeeper. Because in FIFA, no matter the rating, the height, the size, the hype, the experience, it's so subjective for goalkeepers. I've gone with the gold Ter Stegen. 90 overall. I don't trust the upgrades. I'm not going after team of the season. This has been the guy. When I go up against him, he makes the saves. We're not switching up, staying consistent. Buck, who's your goalkeeper of choice?
It's gonna look rigged, dude. I was literally gonna say gold Ter Stegen too. I've used like the Van der Sars. I've used the better versions of Ter Stegen, and every single time I find myself going back to him. So yeah, no, he's been the most consistent for me.
I will say this, if you do choose a goalkeeper and going icon from the Van der Sars, I would go with the baby. I actually enjoyed the baby the most, which is an 87 overall. It makes no logical sense, and that's why I talked about goalkeepers and stats.
I don't know, it always comes down to like one defining moment with goalkeepers where it's like you're going for elite, you're going for your very first like gold whatever finish, and if they screw it up, they're gone forever, and that's just kind of how it works with FIFA.
You just look for someone who's somewhat reliable, but I feel like they all make mistakes here and there, and you're right, if it was a key moment, it will never be forgotten from you as the player. You're like, he's done with, he's out of my life. Let's talk about defenders, which includes all the center backs, all the fullbacks. Who's your one defender to start a franchise with, your prime time? This is the guy. He's going to lead that back line.
The team of the season, Davies, at the outside back spot for me has been so good. And I know I get like reamed for saying outside back as well. But no, I think with just his skill moves and everything, he is a factor for me, and he's done really well. So.
And if you're looking at fullbacks, that new Mendy, you can make an argument for him. I just feel that the center backs are more important than the fullbacks in FIFA, so I would focus on having the best quality center back I could get and then kind of building around them. At least that would be my goal if I had limitations, you know? We don't have the budget to work with. Midfielder, and this includes your holding mid, center attacking mids. You have to choose one in general just to cover the bases. I've gone with what I think is the most well-balanced, and he kind of has just the Ruud Gullit factor. I guess in this case, for the sake of the video, Ruud Gullit's highest rated foot items are going to be center forwards by default, so they wouldn't necessarily be a center mid, but his 90 overall would still be the best center mid for yours truly, 6'4". He's weird. He has the footwork of some of the wingers, but he has the track back and the influence and just the size and presence of a bulldozer in the midfield. I don't know how to explain it. He's got long hair. EA has created a GOAT in the midfield. I think he's the most valuable foot item in general in FIFA over the last 4 or 5 years, whenever he was introduced?
Mine's been the Conte all year, like the Team of the Year version of him. I like him solely because I really just enjoy him. My midfielders can score, and obviously he does that a whole lot for me too. So, no, I think he's a super balanced card, and then a lot of goals, so can't argue.
Conte's got some of the quickest feet. I'd say for the midfielders in this year's game that he's probably the fastest with turns. Who's your winger of choice? I kind of think that we could agree here too. I have a feeling it could happen. Tell me about it.
Mine's a weird one, and it's solely because I ran like a road to glory for like the last 4 months, and it was just like one of the cards that popped up for me. Dude, it's the Traore team of the season. I know everybody's gonna be like, oh, Neymar and like a tall and all of those ones and stuff, and Son, but for me, the card, he has just been so good, and he's unbelievably consistent, and I think it just comes down to obviously personal preference at the end of the day. But no, I prefer him over like anybody else I've thrown out there, so that is mine.
I hear you. Adama's had a lot of moments in this FIFA. Some of his earlier iterations, I would say, were even maybe more impactful because people didn't expect it. And I think Atal, maybe not the easiest to link up, but there's something about him. Whether it's his footwork, he must be a fantastic dancer. He's got rhythm. He's got an equal weak foot. He's got a 5-star weak foot. And you can play him anywhere. I know we're talking about wingers specifically, but if you need him to be a striker, fine. Midfielder, any of the positions. A fullback, that's where he started out the year. You could do it all. You'd probably play him as a center back if you wanted to. I don't think that would be the move. You might even be a wonderful goalkeeper. So Atal is my selection. And then for strikers, I've had a lot of debate here. I'm not sure that I'm going to give a very clear-cut answer. I feel like I'm going to sit on the fence here, Buck. It's going to be completely correct. I've got the 99 Cristiano Ronaldo, pretty normal. I was looking at R9. I love the 94 Mbappe, which is the foot birthday edition because he has the 5-star skills and the 5-star weak foot. But I think I'm going to end up here with Eusebio. Something about Eusebio for me. Always clicked properly, scores the goals when the goals need to be scored. I am looking forward to what you have to reply for these strikers. I have a feeling we're not going to agree, though. I don't think you're going to go with Eusebio.
Right. The only reason I wouldn't go with them is because I haven't used them at all this year, I think is why, aside from like drafts and that. For me, I honestly, I hated Ronaldo, like the Team of the Year Ronaldo at the very beginning when I first started using him. But then once I figured out like the little scoop turn, like that kind of keeps you in like your stride running, he is unstoppable when that happens. I've been using the Team of the Season Ben Yedder. I was lucky enough to pack him this year, and he has been absolutely lights out for me. So that has been my favorite striker.
Those are our selections. Building a franchise. I mean, Mike and Buck, Dirty Bucks. We have that as a squad, the Dirty BuckArmy. I like that. The Dirty BuckArmy squad. You heard our choices. We aligned on a couple. We disagreed on a few. You can let us know who would your choices be. You're creating a franchise. You're creating an ultimate team. You get to pick one from defenders, midfielders, attackers, and of course the goalkeeper. Who do you go with?
Yeah.
As always, we have a guest showdown. And today's showdown, because it's episode number 10, we're going to look at players that are number 10s throughout the world. Some of these famous teams. And we're going to try to pick out that player. It's been blanked out. And by number 10, it means someone that plays as an attacking midfielder, maybe even a secondary striker or center forward. It just seems fitting. It's a vibe. And we're going to look at these pictures. And I don't trust Buck. Buck doesn't trust me. So we have our trusty... I think Buck has envelopes over there that he's writing on. I've got some paper and a pen. And we're going to see what happens here. We're going to look at pictures. So one of the players is missing. Good luck, Buck. Well, I think a lot of these, I'm hoping, are going to be recent. This first one is not. So on screen, you can see this. We have Arsenal 2003-2004.
I said Trezeguet. I really have no idea if he even ever played for Arsenal, but that's my guess.
Birdcamp is the correct answer.
Yeah, that was my other second guess, honestly.
So we have, at least this is more recent. This is in your years.
Oh, God.
Leicester
Here we go
City.
again.
Leicester City 2015-2016 when they won Premier League. And we're missing a player. This is tricky. So I remember the second guy here. I know who it is, but I don't know who it is. And it makes me think of the Ozarks. It was an Asian guy. All right, so I just wrote Ozark. I would like credit for Ozark. That's not correct, but it's you see that my head's in the right place. Andy has a cool first name.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna be honest. All I know is that I think I remember. Didn't he wear like a hairband as well? Like he threw his hair
dude,
back?
I know the guy. I know the guy.
I don't know anything else though. That's it.
All right, so we've got Liverpool, obviously now Premier League champions, Champions League champions, and Mane.
That's what I said as well. I put Mane.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Mane is for sure the right one there. Okay. Ronaldo's first Champions League title with Manchester United, 2008. Uh-oh.
Oh, jeez.
Actually, you should. I know who this is. Cover star, multiple years.
Rooney.
Got to change up. Yeah. Hey.
Bro, I'm all over the place right now.
France, 2018 World Cup final. Okay. Griezmann.
Yep, that's what it is.
All right. Germany's 7-1 beatdown on Brazil, 2014. Oh, now we're pushing it back. We need to put like Jeopardy music right now to tag him down.
Is it Tony Kroos? Yeah, I didn't think he played that high up.
Yep.
All right.
Tony Kroos. Beginning of the Spanish dynasty, 2010 Euro. So, Spain won 2008. I don't think it's 2010 was the Euros. That's the World Cup. So Spain won the 2008 Euros, 2010 World Cup, 2012 Euros. Almost positive that order. Either way, they dominated for a long time.
XAVI.
I wrote down Xavi and Xavi.
XAVI. That's what I wrote down. It was my guess, bro.
No. I wrote one with a B and one with a V, just because you pronounce it kind of with the
All
V.
right.
It's
Well,
like
there we
Xavi.
go. XAVI. That's what it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Either way.
All right.
So, I don't think our tally's that bad. I think you should get like maybe half points for all these hints that I had to give out.
I had wrote it down. I had wrote it down prior. You can see that in the video, and then I went to go look.
That wraps up this episode of Closing Bell. If you enjoyed it, make sure to drop some love. Talk to us down below regarding your player selections if you're building an ultimate team. And Buck, where can the people find you?
OnlyFans. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. What's it called? Just on Twitch.
Well, what's the backslash on OnlyFans?
It's
Buck?
it's Mike LaBelle. All right, that's what it's gonna be. No,
I'm gonna
just
asking that.
Twitch is where I'm at every single night. That's all it is. Just BuckArmy on Twitch. And if you have, if you're from America and you have trouble sleeping, I'm probably online.
But yeah, make sure to follow Buck, and we have another episode coming out next week. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, peace.